The fly we're tying today is a gold-ribbed hare's ear nymph. It's an effective attractor nymph. It's a simple searching pattern that imitates no particular bug. The shaggy outline resembles many species of nymphs as they emerge and molt to the next life stage. The fur below the thorax can be teased to mimic legs, and the abdomen can be picked out to simulate gills. Fish the fly dead drifted on the bottom. Cast the fly slightly upstream of where you want to actually fish the fly to give it time to sink to the bottom. Let out enough line and mend where necessary to let the fly drift along on the bottom. At the end of the drift, let the fly swing until it is directly below you and let it sit for about 20 seconds. Don't be in a hurry to make the cast for the next drift. Slowly lift the fly line out of the water the first couple of feet to bring the fly up the water column. Don't be surprised if you get a strike while you are raising the line. The materials used for today's fly include a Mustad 3906B hook in a size 12, 15 thousandths lead wire. The thread is a Danville Flymaster light olive in a size 6.0. The tail is made of pheasant tail fibers as well as the wing case. The gold rib is made from oval French tinsel in a size small. For the body, the abdomen consists of light colored dubbing mixture of 50% hairline dubbing, a number 4 hare's ear, 25% Wapsi Antron sparkle dubbing, number 106 golden tan, and 25% fur from the center of a hare's mask and the lighter colored fur on the sides of the mask. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to tie in the lead weight. We'll use about 8 or 9, maybe 10 wraps. This is on a size 12 hook. It's a 1 extra long 3906B. And I use my dubbing needle to kind of wrap the lead around. To get it to go on there. Then I'm going to take just a touch of Zap-A-Gap, put it on the hook, slide the lead up over the Zap-A-Gap so that it will, when it dries, it will help secure the lead, keep from spinning around. Then I'm going to build a little base thread behind the lead to tie my pheasant tail into to make the tail for the fly. Notice that the length of the fly extending out behind the hook is about equal to the length of the gap of the hook. Then take the thread to the front, wrapping over the pheasant. That's going to be your wing case. After we get the pheasant tail tied in, then I'm going to tie in the rib, the gold rib. I usually tie it about the length of the lead. You definitely don't want this to come loose on you and be trailing it down the string. Next, we will dub some hare's ear in. I'll moisten my fingers a little bit and get a little bit of hare's ear on there. Wrap it, I try to wrap it all in the same direction instead of going back and forth like that, just to wrap it in one direction. Take it back to the bend where you tied in the tail feathers. Wrap it. I'm trying to give a little bit of a body taper to it so that it gets a little bit larger as it goes towards the front of the hook. It'll look more realistic that way. Now at this point I'm going to swing the little arm around and I'll wrap this, in fact counter wrap it, which I'm wrapping it in the opposite direction that I have been wrapping everything else. This will help to secure the dubbing just a little better. Put about 3 wraps around the gold rib to hold it. And I'll clip it off. I always try to do all my clipping on the side opposite the thread so that I don't clip my thread. At this point now we'll tie in some dark dubbing, dark hare's ear dubbing, to give it a contrasting effect. Still trying to maintain the size so that it'll be a little bit larger toward the front where you're tying your dubbing in. After you pull the wing case forward, you got it straight, you pull it forward, tie it, clip it off, then whip finish it. I use a hand whip finish rather than a finishing tool, but whichever is easiest and best for you is the way to do it. Once you get everything cut off, you're ready to go. There's your finished fly. Take your little dubbing teaser, Velcro stick, and go in here and rough it up a little bit so that the fibers stick out. Makes it a little more buggy looking. And there you have the finished gold ribbed hare's ear. One variation is to use a bead head on there instead of tying the lead wraps on it. And that's it.